it's you, VRay Guide, and today we're gonna check out thin film parameters, which is IOR colorization. That means we can do different colors within the glass, within the thickness, and we can also let light go through that glass and colorize everything around it. So I have one cool example here with the vase. Right now this got this cool SSS material on it, so I'm gonna hit render just to see what we get. And as you can see here, we have nice kind of pinkish color going through on that side. This is the SSS here. We're gonna look into more depth with fast SSS, subsurface scattering, and regular SSS in the upcoming tutorials, but today we're gonna concentrate on this cool IOR option. So I'm gonna stop this render and add glass material. Now I'm going to apply this glass material to my vase. Okay, and I'm going to activate my interactive rendering so we can see what's going on here. Okay, now with this one we can see that we're getting some reflections in the glass, and in order to get colors in it, we're gonna go and activate our thin film parameters. So I'm gonna click here, enable, and you can already see that we're getting some color in the glass. So by tweaking those parameters, we'll be able to get some colorization, but we won't be able to see any of that because our IOR is working. So what we need to do is neutralize our IOR, put it just to 1, and now if we play with the parameters, we can see color changing inside, right? So we have minimum thickness, it's how thick is the glass, and I have also maximum thickness. So if we do maximum thickness, nothing happens, and that's because it works with black and white colors. It's got to have mask in order to have that. As you probably know, we use black and white in our IOR. So in that case, I'm gonna put this noise texture on it, and now I'm gonna leave it as regular, but you can put it on fractal if you want to get nice breaking reflections. But you already can see that in our glass right here we get those nice kind of spots that breaking that reflection. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our thin film parameters here, and now we can start playing around with it. Okay, so if I do increase my IOR inside the film parameters, you can see how much light been spilled through that glass. So that's basically the vice versa. So if we have purple, the opposite color will be kind of greenish, and if we get kind of greenish color here, the opposite color will be the purple one. So you can see if we play with those parameters, we can get really cool results. And the more we increase our IOR, the more reflection the more color we're gonna spill through this glass. Okay, so what I want to do, actually, I want to kind of mimic what we're having in our reflections here. I don't want to spill too much. I want to make it more or less natural looking. So I'll try to recap that kind of pinkish color. So I'm tweaking yellow, going down towards pink. So yes, somewhere here would be a perfect stance with this color. Okay, now once we're done doing that, obviously this effect can be a little bit too much. So in order to balance it, we have to bring back our IOR. So I'm slowly gonna start increasing. So if I put it on 0.6 the way it is, you can see that those reflections are really disappearing, kind of merging together with our IOR Fresnel reflections here. So maybe 1.6 is too much, but somewhere here 1.3 is gonna have a nice appearance, but not overtaking, not too much of that. Okay, so that's how it looks with interior objects. It's good to do different, I guess, bubbles, you know, or any kind of funky color if you want to have inside your crystals or really thick glass that has a lot of light breaking through. You can play around with this color. Now you're probably wondering how this thing looks with exterior, and me too. So let's go and check it out. I have exterior scene here. And if we click render, we can see what we get. So this is a basic green glass, the way we do for exteriors. Let me just pause that for a second and get a sample from that glass. Alright, so that's the glass. And first I'm going to click my IPR. That way we'll see what we're doing here, what we're getting. And I'm going to neutralize this color here. So we get pure glass. You know, a lot of exterior glass, they have slightly greenish tone in it. But in our case, just because we're gonna play with colors, we want to neutralize everything. And let's put our IOR to 1. That's how it looks with the low IOR. IOR is something that increases the reflections, so with low 1 IOR we're kind of killing everything, and now we can activate our thin film parameters, and boom, voila, we have amazing colors in our glass right away. Obviously we need to tweak some of them, so if I go up we can get different results. So I'm just gonna tweak somewhere here, and actually going to add noise with a fractal function here, so it will break a little nicely. And let's increase this, see how this is working here. Now if we want to increase our glass appearance and play with the colors, we can always change that IOR value within the thin film parameters. So I'm just gonna tweak it to find somewhere nicer color. Somewhere here. I like this kind of purple, purplish. So again, we still want to stay in the color scheme. We don't want to like do some wicked colors. It's gotta make sense, right? But with the help of this IOR and our regular IOR, can balance that in order to get really nice results. So that's obviously a little bit too much, but somewhere here, slightly below, I think would be a nice result. Alright, so this stuff is really cool if you're doing some sci-fi or you're doing some cool glass, you know, in the car or in the building, it can really enhance that glass presence in your scene. So go ahead, check out those parameters, follow this tutorial. There's more in our VRay 6 guide. Continue watching the videos, and thanks a lot for watching.